Like I saw him and Tom saw him. I'm like, damn, dude, what happened to you?
This is in Diamond Bar?
No, this is in Thailand.
Oh.
And then the dude was like, I just got kidnapped.
He was American?
No, he was like, he's something that spoke English. I think he was like Australian or European. And then we were like, really? And then he's like, yeah, those guys like kidnapped me. They beat me up, took some of my money, and like
he said they took some of my money.
So I'm guessing he had more hidden somewhere.
Up his ass.
And then like he was just like, yeah, dude, like I live on, I'm staying on the other side of the island. Like I'm scared to walk back. And I was like, know what, dude? We've got some weed. We've got some beers.
You found weed out there?
Yeah.
Some boo boo, huh?
I got you high.
Some boo boo, huh?
I got you pretty high.
Some boo boo, huh?
It didn't look nice.
Tim, would you buy this weed in America?
No.
So
no.
It was boo boo.
Yeah, it sounds like it was some boo boo ass weed. I mean, come on.
I don't know.
If you wouldn't buy
man.
it, it's boo boo.
I don't know, man. Because it wasn't boo boo at the time. It comes in.
Well, that's like when I was in the Burma, I was smoking boo boo out of a soda can.
No, yeah, we weren't doing that. We were rolling joints. It was funny because I remember I would roll joints and like people would be like,
we didn't have enough weed to roll in a joint.
People would like look and they're like, damn, you're not going to put any tobacco in that? It's like,
oh, they roll spliffs out there.
Yeah, and then we're like, no, like,
nah.
And we're from California. Then they're like, oh my god, you guys are fucking crazy. Like, you guys don't smoke all fucking weed joints. But yeah, we ended up smoking with that guy. I felt bad for him. I was like, well, fuck it.
Oh shit! I don't know why that would do that. It's not loud.
But yeah, sex trafficking.
Could you turn my vocal down? Like, you're loud in my ear. Is there a volume I could turn down a little bit or no?
No, there is not. But we'll go ahead and touch back into that later because we're live and this is the Block is Hot podcast.
We're live. What's cracking, bitches?
And now I think this is what, episode 40?
Yes, it is.
Well,
because the last episode, which we haven't released yet. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say that or not. But yeah, anyway, this is definitely episode 40.
No, you can go ahead and let people know that. Yeah, so
No. This is episode 41 now.
No, this is episode 40 because we haven't released the pre-recorded episode that we have going on with JT The Voice. That's going to be coming out on, I believe, Saturday. So okay. There's no shame in hiding it because we clearly mentioned in that podcast that it's a recorded episode.
Yeah. This one too, or we're about to release this one?
No, this one's getting released on time and scheduled. That's why it's episode 40.
Oh, word. I fucking got you, bro. Right on.
That is correct.
Okay.
And in live, again, let me go ahead and introduce myself. Yeah. I am your host of the Block is Hot podcast. I am Famous Amos, a.k.a. an Unidentified Black Male, a.k.a. your mother's last mistake, a.k.a. Soul Brother number 3, a.k.a. Pinky, a.k.a. I'm going to leave it after Pinky. I think I'm going to try to cut it down to just Pinky at the end.
Word, dog. And it is your boy, it's Tim Redhose, a.k.a. Tim the Hoon, a.k.a. George Hooney, a.k.a. Hoonius Rex, a.k.a. Plato Got Stacks, a.k.a. Wait, did you say your mother's favorite brother?
Mother's
last mistake.
Mother's last mistake. Yeah.
These AKAs are getting confusing. And AKA Young Timmy Bust Nuts. What's good, blockheads?
And before we get into it, we do have a special guest live in studio. He's a reoccurring guest. He's been on the Block is Hot before. I believe it was episode 33, or you can look it up as Do You DMT. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Yo, what up? I'm Dom, Chef Dom. That's who I am. I ain't got no AKAs. One man, one name, one dick.
Ooh, how about two balls?
Two tits for my dick.
Ooh, ass and titties. Faux asses, faux titties. Wait, did I say that right? Two asses, faux titties.
I think that's the right way to say it.
Two asses, faux titties, or four asses?
That is correct. You will notice that we didn't have an intro song, but we'll give you a double dose maybe at the end of the show.
Ooh, fucking getting into it. What is good though? What's going on? Oh, do we have a do you have any comic books for this week?
The comic book of the week right now.
I think we discussed it earlier, but I'm not sure.
I think we did, but damn, was that Red Hood, or did we do that with Dangerously Awkward?
We did that one with Completely Useless, with Dangerously Awkward, Keenan. I forgot what we did with him. And then, oh man, I'm losing track of everything. I just need to start reading my comic books again. I'll stay up on it.
Well, okay. If we don't know right now, let's just go ahead and give them a good old classic that everyone can go ahead and read. And since it's one that we haven't really dove too deep into the manga side, let's go ahead and give them the first copy of the classic Initial D.
Oh, damn. Luckily, I happen to have that at my house.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, let's do that one.
And it's available on Amazon Prime, Kindle Unlimited. If you have your subscription to Amazon Unlimited, or I'm sorry, Amazon Prime, you can go ahead and download it on your tablet, whether it's Apple, Android, Fire, and go ahead and get that Initial D. It is free for the first volume. I think the first 3 volumes are free. Then after that, you have to start paying for it. I think it's a great series. And then once you read the manga, go ahead and watch the actual anime, which you can find, I believe, on Hulu, dubbed and subbed.
You should probably watch the anime while you're reading the manga because the anime is really dope.
Yeah, it really is.
For anyone, especially anyone that likes cars, that is one of the sickest fucking animes to watch. That and Midnight Tune. Wait, no. Max Tune Midnight Club. No, that's not what it was called. It was called Wang in Midnight.
Wang in Midnight?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's called Wang in Midnight.
Sounds like you could search
it's with
something
it.
and find something that's not an anime. If you Google search that shit.
What, Wang in Midnight?
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like an anime to you?
No.
Let's find out. Because it is a dope anime. I watched it a while ago.
Well, before we go ahead and get to the anime side, let's drop the book of the month. The book of the month that we're doing is actually going to be the prequel to the previous book we had dropped in an earlier episode back in the early 20s, I think. It's the book called Sapiens. And, the author is, what's his name?
Nuval or something like that, right?
No, it's Yuval Noah Harari.
That's a crazy last name.
Go ahead and cop that on Amazon. You can catch the digital audio book. It's always going to be, the digital book or the audio book. Digital is always going to be a bit cheaper. You want the hard copy, it's about $13.86. Go ahead and cop that. At the end of this month, we'll go ahead and have a discussion. We already have your book of the month primed for next month, so it's not going to be a chopping and screwing of going between this and that. I know in the first few episodes of this month, we kind of went back and forth between which book we were actually going to read and go over with. But, moving along, man, we've had some pretty interesting stuff go on throughout the world, up the universe, and it's going to be an interesting conversation for this podcast. And since we have our guest here who normally doesn't dive into these types of issues, it's going to be funny to hear an outsider opinion. He's not a blockhead, but he is a friend of the show. Before we get into it, though, it's going to be a little bit of catching up. What'd you guys get into over the weekend?
It was Mother's Day, so I did the whole Mother's Day thing with my mom and the family. We went to the beach and did a bonfire there. That's about it.
That's nice. It was packed, huh?
No, it was empty as fuck.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess moms don't want to go to the beach.
Got there mad early to get a fire, and we didn't even have to do that.
Damn, that's crazy.
Shit still smells like smoke. Like shoes that I wore are it's terrible.
Was it not a nice day?
It was nice.
I don't remember. I slept most that day.
Yeah, it was nice.
That's what's up.
Well, what about you, young Timmy Bust Nuts? What'd you get into?
I ended up taking a tab on Saturday night.
Yeah.
And I went to a slushy show at the Shrine. That shit,
nice.
it was a little trippy. I mean, I was generally having fun, but I'm kind of over a lot of that shit. And I don't know, man. There's time
out. Before you get into it, you got to elaborate more because you're making this whole story seem so calm and collective, but you weren't like that off, in pre-production meeting, and you were talking shit about this slushy show.
No, yeah, that's what I'm about
keep that same energy.
That's what I'm about to get into. I kind of got a little bit pissed. Well, I got kind of hot because, mind you, I was tripping on acid, and then the DJ started playing "Mad City" by Kendrick Lamar. The part that goes "Man down, where you from,
my nigga?"
And I sang this part, and it was cool. And then the next part goes, "Man down, where you from?" And then he goes Where your grandma stay, huh, my nigga? And I started noticing every time, like, it said nigga, people were looking back and, like, dancing towards me, like, yeah, nigga. I was like, wait, little white children, what the fuck do you think you're doing? Like, low-key, I think for the rest of, like, 2019 till infinity, I have to, like, revoke all nigga passes. Like, I don't want none of you little white children fucking saying nigga to me. It's getting a little bit like, damn, you guys are being a little too disrespectful. I don't really dig that shit. I gotta just take that shit back.
When has saying the N-word as a white person been respectable?
But like because I know like these shows, because like there's no one black there, so they're just like, I'm singing the song, nigga, and then it's just like, dog, you can't like make eye contact with me if you're going to say the word nigga.
Yeah, you even had School by Q do the same thing, like where he said, "Oh, if you're at my show, you know I don't really trip," but you're saying now you're at a white mainly show and they're just saying it too freely.
Yeah, and I kind of realized that like a lot of people are starting to wonder like where this shit is coming from, and honestly, I think I've traced it back to when it's with these EDM shows, because you have the DJ spinning whatever songs they want to spin, and then they drop a rap song into a dope thing, and then like white people are just like singing the song and like being hyped with it, and they start saying nigga there, and then when they end up getting out into life, they're like, oh well, everybody doesn't mind when I say nigga here, so then they say nigga there, and then it's like, nigga, you can't just be going around flinging that word back in like black people's face. Like, that shit's low-key fucked up.
How do you feel about that, Chef Diesel?
I mean, I feel, I don't know, like if
with your non-nigga having ass. You ain't even black,
Yeah.
but I just want to hear your opinion, because I mean, you're still a minority, and it's not like we've never like not heard you say nigga before.
But like, I even with this, I feel like when it comes,
I feel like in the new age, like Puerto Ricans and other like dark brown people, like I'm not Puerto Rican, but dark brown people like myself get more of a pass nowadays.
I feel you on that.
Like, you know what I mean? Like back east, like there's all kinds of Puerto Ricans and Dominicans that say that shit.
Yeah, they be saying that shit.
Tekashi 6ix9's white as fucking snow, and he was dropping that shit freely.
Heavy.
Yes. Yeah, I agree with that, man. It's getting a little bit ridiculous now. It's getting a bit offensive.
I want to hear the conversation, you know, from our blockheads. If you're listening to this right now, hop in the Discord. Let us know exactly how you feel about the conversation piece, which is the word nigga, whether it's you have respect for the history of black people as a whole and what it came, you know, with that word nigger to nigga, and just, you know, the history behind it, so you don't say it, or do you feel like that word has become so popularized and so mainstream within, you know, 2019 and beyond, that no one sees it as the racist stigma of slavery, which was about what, 200 years ago, we'll say.
Well, I mean, that shit's remnants from like the 60s. Like,
yeah, well, nigger never died. I'm not saying, but I'm just saying, like, within now, like no one, nigger is such a faux pas. White people get more offended when they hear someone saying nigger, where it's like, whoa, it's like, you're getting more mad at this white dude saying nigga than me getting mad at him saying nigga. It's like he's just ignorant and doesn't know any better, or he's trying to be cool, but he's coming off as being corny and offensive.
Most white people love to be offended, though. So, like, they'll be offended for shit that doesn't even relate to them. So they'll get mad at someone for saying that, even though they're white, and they'll be like,
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I feel you. There's a lot, because there's even like a lot of people where like if you say retard, they're like, oh, you can't say retard. It's like, what the fuck? Get the fuck out of my face! You can't say faggot.
I was just gonna say that. You refer to someone as even gay, you'd be like, oh, I don't want that gay ass drink. It's like, can't say that no more. Like, nah, that's fucking blueberry juice and vodka with an umbrella and a pineapple slice in it.
What's messed up is it's like, well, what about it makes it gay? And it's like, nigga, you know what makes it gay? It's like,
it's colorful as fuck, and it tastes good.
It's like,
nah, I don't feel like those drinks taste good. They taste like hangover.
Yeah, some of them do. Some of them.
Nah, when I was in the DR, I was drinking a lot of them fruity drinks. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't get a hangover
those like
I was
blue
eating
drinks?
enough. Yeah, but I was eating enough to offset it and drinking
LA
water too.
my dude? Nah, you don't drink that.
No, you don't drink LA water. No, that's just like
that's hangover. That is.
that's just
hangover.
when you're
like-
broke trying to get drunk
Like
on a cheap
those
dime.
fish bowls that girls love to take pictures
That's
and put on
disgusting.
Instagram.
Why would you
with
wanna
like-
share a
with
drink
like
with
5
4 people?
Yo,
with like
it-
10 straws in it?
In Thailand, I was all about Mai Tais and mojitos, and they use like fresh fruits and shit. That shit was bomb. I was drinking all the time. Stayed drunk. Oh, okay. So on my way to work, right? There's this liquor store, and they still sell Four Lokos. I didn't even.
No, those are still a thing. You can still
Yeah,
get them. You can,
they
you can
make
at
they
7-Eleven.
have new flavors of Four Lokos though.
Those never went away.
They have like a blue one and like it's called like
They never went away.
ice,
Tim.
and then there's a red one called Blaze. I was like, what the fuck? They're still making.
You just stopped drinking them, but they never went away.
I thought they-
Yeah,
I
Four
thought
Lokos
they-
have been here.
Yeah,
I
they
thought those
never
shit. Damn,
Coachella 2018. That was the last time I had a Four Loko.
damn. I haven't.
I had 3 in one night. I had 3 before we walked in.
What do they taste like now? Are they still horrible?
I don't remember. Dude, it was 28. That was last year.
Yeah, that's last.
I do remember that I had to drink it ice cold, like ice. Like I remember I got like a big gulp and filled it with ice and was just drinking.
You
it
bought it outside of Coachella,
I bought it at a gas station.
nigga. What the fuck?
Coachella ain't selling Four
Yeah,
Lokos.
Coachella don't sell no
Yeah, that's
Four
what.
Lokos.
That's what I was like.
That's a
okay,
pregame
That's what I
drink.
was
Come
like.
on,
that,
dog. You know better
that's
than
what I was
that.
like. Okay, maybe that's kind of cool because you're inside of Coachella drinking the Four
Hell
Loko.
no, Coachella.
But
is
nah,
not
you bought
some-
a Four Loko before going in Coachella.
Because I
That's-
knew we didn't have that much time. We didn't. It's
Dog,
not, it's not like we had like 5
why
hours
wouldn't
to
you
chill
buy
and drink.
anything else that was inside that store?
We had 1 hour, and I wanted to get as drunk as possible, Tim.
And so you picked a Four Loko. I would have picked.
If you had 1 hour to get as drunk as possible, what would
Yeah,
you,
Four
what would you
Lokos
get?
kind of the go-to.
I would not have done.
You probably do some dumb shit and get like 340s and just walk in all bloated and feel like a
That's-
piece of shit.
Why would I do that? That's
You wouldn't even
dumb.
get as drunk.
I would get at least. I'll get a 3-pack of tall cans of PBR, and I'd for sure smash down 2. And I'll be trying to finish the 3rd one as I'm walking through the gate, and then I'll just share it with everybody. Like, yeah, let's drink this.
But then you won't be as drunk as I had 3, 4
It's hot as
Lokos. You
fuck.
had 3
You're-
tall cans.
you're gonna be-
Who do you think's gonna be drunker?
I wouldn't do it with the Four Loko though. Like, why do I want to be that drunk anyway?
Because it's Coachella.
Why don't I do drugs?
You ever been to Coachella?
Why don't you do drugs?
Yin and yang, motherfucker.
Well, like, okay.
But we're talking about a
you're
somewhat responsible level of drinking to where after you're done with those drinks, you're going to go into an event and be able to come out of it still functioning.
Yeah.
I feel like your level of drunk, you're still going to be coming out of it still drunking, not able to drive
And you
home.
will throw up as
Yeah.
opposed to me where I didn't throw up.
Bingo.
You will definitely throw up. You shut the fuck up.
No.
You
I don't
think
throw
so.
up.
Now, this is
I don't
something,
think so.
I think this is a really interesting topic that we're
They're
bringing
tall
up.
cans. We've chugged 2 tall cans before a movie, dog.
Yeah, that's true, but I think this is a real interesting
were
topic.
you drunk as fuck during the movie? Just really quick, think about that.
Again, we're not talking about a movie, which is we know is an hour and a half. We're talking about an actual festival where you know is going to be about
5
6,
to
7.
6
Yeah,
hours,
you're going
yeah.
to still be trying to drink about a beer or 2 inside of there. It's drunk maths, you
Yeah,
know. So
exactly.
That's what I'm saying. 2 tall cans of and we're talking about on a budget too. Because you don't want to just, unless you're buying hard
I ain't
liquor,
trying to buy no
what 2
$12
beverages
bill.
can you
Yeah.
can you buy that's going to keep you
Then
sustained?
why are you
for
going to
that?
start off with the Four Loko though?
Because that's gonna get you. What do you mean?
Again, that's what we're saying. Like, if you're stone cold sober, you drink 2 Lokos, you're going to be progressively getting drunk throughout the night, and then you're going to hit a point where you're not drunk anymore. You might buy another beer to sip on,
Yep.
and maybe some water. And by the time you're out of that not rave or music festival by about 2:30, you know, you're cool to drive because you're not drinking recklessly. When you drink hard liquor like that, though, your body still is like processing.
Do you say
it.
2 Four Lokos?
It was 3.
3 Four Lokos.
I drank 2 in the parking lot and 1 walking in. You know how long that fucking walk
And
is.
again,
Doesn't a
that's-
Four Loko get you way more drunk?
I
Than,
was
like, if you're saying like,
no, it's 12% alcohol.
I was mad drunk though.
so
Three,
wouldn't that
Four Lokos
wouldn't
get
that
you
mean you're a
drunk.
Oh
lot
yeah,
more-
it still gets you
Uh,
drunk.
Four
I don't
Lokos
know.
get you
Because it's a
drunk.
malt liquor.
You will fuck a fat bitch if you drink 3, 4
But,
Lokos.
but again,
So
though,
wait, if we're trying to stay responsible, why am I going to chug 3 4 Lokos if I'm just gonna like drink 2 tall cans and not be
You should
that?
get way more
because
drunk. No one
we're
said
talking
anything
about
being responsible.
we're talking about drinking and being responsible.
Not
So
necessarily responsible, like get home and be a good person. But I'm just talking about I don't want to be throwing up,
Yeah.
being dragged around a fucking festival.
But you chug 3 4 Lokos.
Yeah, I'm responsible.
This doesn't.
I know
make
my
sense.
limit. I know my limit.
It doesn't make sense why you drink 3-4 lokos and then whatever.
Again, we're talking about responsible drinking. We know there's other methods, but we're talking about cheap, responsible. You drive in, you drive home. You're not going to be shit-faced drunk.
Disclaimer. There was no driving home by me.
My point even more.
Wait, which?
I think that was the night you drove home.
No, because you met us there. Remember, we slept in the parking lot. But I mean, it's like we still.
Yeah,
you drove home at like
right,
6? Like
You're right.
So
you don't even remember driving home, do you? Yeah, be responsible, people. Drink 3-4 lokos before you walk in that bitch and turn up even more. That's my point.
We understand that, Tim. We understand that. Let me try segue into some fucking stories, all right, and make some content out of this so people can chime in with the discussion, not just your personal experiences, okay? So, like I was saying, it leads into the idea of responsibility when it comes to drinking. Dom obviously knew his limit. You know your limit, which obviously is way fucking higher than what we would do.
I don't think he knows his limit.
But
it's 2 tall cans.
Tiger Woods, the champ, is recently getting hit with a lawsuit.
Drinking too much?
Nah. Check this story out. So, the family of a Florida man, whose name is Nicholas, I'm going to say his last name wrong, Eimsenberger, died on December 10th. Crashed his Corvette. Speeding. Drunk. Apparently, his family is now suing Tiger Woods, his girlfriend, who's the general management, and the restaurant company, saying they should have prevented him from drinking too much and driving to his death.
They need to get over that shit.
Tiger Woods wasn't there, but it's his restaurant.
But he worked there, and apparently he was also an alcoholic.
Who, Tiger Woods?
No, the man in question that who died. R.I.P. I could talk shit on the dead, but also, at what point does personal responsibility come in?
Yeah, he wasn't responsible at all.
And you got to see what was his toxic? Like, was he like 0.4
I believe,
something?
I think it's like 0.12 allegedly.
So
I'm not gonna
0.12. He's only at 4 points over the legal limit.
Yeah.
That's not. You
and
can't cut
I guess he was drinking from about 3 to 6, so he maybe didn't give himself enough time to wean it off. But my thing is, it comes down to personal responsibility. I mean, at the end of the day, you're a grown fucking adult, and if you're a paying customer paying for drinks, No,
but you do have to cut people off at a certain point.
You do have to. I understand
just
that.
They keep paying.
I don't know. I understand. You're not just gonna let someone just fucking.
What bar does that?
But if you drink, you should be able to go into any bar 100% sober and be able to drink yourself to a 0.12 without being cut off. That's responsible.
Oh yeah,
that's responsible.
The
majority of people at a football stadium on a Sunday are probably above a 0.12. Like,
yeah,
you're not even. For the most people, I don't think I'm confrontational at 1.
And I may be wrong. Anyone is
bad.
welcome to fact check this story. Yeah. But I just thought about it that how we were talking about just like what your levels were, and
I mean, like if you do like a 0.4, like a 0.5, then it's like okay.
Because I know I've drank in at Coachella and then turned up in the parking lot, sobered up during like midday, and then came home. Like, maybe still have like some in my system, like a 0.05 or something. Like not legally drunk, but still, it's happened.
How come we don't have a breathalyzer? We should buy a nice one.
Why would we do that?
Why not?
Oh, we should get a breathalyzer.
Yeah, a legit one.
Yeah.
How much are they?
I don't know. Google it. Google.
How much does a breathalyzer cost?
I feel like an
I don't
actual
want no keychain fucking breathalyzer.
Yeah, it's probably going to be like close to 200 at the most.
Nothing.
There you go.
$84.
I was like $129.
Yeah,
that looks more legit.
Yeah, that looks like a really good one. Actually, that $90
blood alcohol content track.
That $100 one doesn't seem that bad.
Actually, I think anyone from this website, B-Track seems pretty good.
That's a little keychain one.
They don't give me no fucking.
I don't know. This website seems pretty legit, and all of those are by the same company.
In San Diego, outside of a Padres game, they were giving you free breathalyzer tests. And
they have one for your phone.
Blew over a .08, they would let you legally park your car there overnight.
That's pretty cool.
I've seen a ticket where like someone like it's like if you left your car overnight, it looks like a real ticket, but when you show up, it's like, thank you for being like a responsible citizen. Here's 10% off on the next time you come back to the pub.
Super smart.
And I was like, that's a great fucking method of returning business and keeping people safe.
Yeah, more cities need to do that.
Yeah.
Shout out San Diego. The 619.
Hey, some real shit though.
That's smart. I feel like they do that. Probably thought about that because they get a lot of Marines.
Too many Marines are getting DUIs.
That can very well happen.
That's probably why. No, I bet you that makes a lot of sense now that you say that. So like, we gotta stop getting the boys in trouble. Let them park the cars for free.
Yeah, they'll be back.
Yeah, definitely. Well, on some conspiracy shit though, I mean, I do want to give a quick RIP to the late man, Stanton Friedman. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know who he is.
Never heard of
well, damn. For y'all niggas that don't know over here in the room, Stan Friedman was a fucking UFO researcher. He basically he made it less laughable to actually discuss unidentified flying objects, and like actually bring it to the forefront of like the mainstream media.
See a flat earther?
Nah, no, but we can always get into that later on the podcast.
I don't think UFO researchers believe in flat earth.
Yeah, it's kind of like contradicts everything that they would believe in. But he was a nuclear physicist by training, and he devoted his life research to investigating UFOs since about the late 1960s. He actually he was the one who brought Roswell into the mainstream conversation.
The airplane company?
Roswell, New Mexico, Area 51.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking of Rockwell.
Nah. But I just want to let that out there, so you know. R.I.P. to Stan Friedman. You know, whether you loved him, whether you hated him, whether you thought he was a crock of shit, he's still gonna be a figure in the whole.
What'd he die of?
I don't know. He just died suddenly.
He's 84. He's pretty old.
Yeah, could have been heart failure. It's still a breaking story. They may fight. For all we know, it was a hit.
Have you ever heard of that?
Hey, you talk too much.
Have you ever heard of that machine where they get stop people's hearts, or the weapon, I should say?
I think we talked about that on Tinfoil Hat with Sam Tripoli.
We probably did.
Yeah, shout out to the Tinfoil Hat guys and Sam Tripoli and XG.
Yeah, fucking love them. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, I would have put the horns in, but I know that some people out there are getting tired of the horns.
Yeah,
but it's still a habit.
Horn haters. HHs.
All right.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know how to segue out of that. My bad. Yeah, we definitely have been using the horn a lot less. What's wrong with the music though? Why didn't nobody want that? Because we didn't start off with the music. I'm kind of scared.
Spice it up a bit.
That was one of my favorite parts.
I wanted to go back to old form of just catching a random part of a conversation. I feel like that intro conversation was kind of outrageous.
I don't remember what we were talking about.
Yeah, we can play it back at the end of the podcast. It's a good way to introduce a random ass show.
Do you ever
like the Block is Hot podcast? Follow us on all social media platforms. We love you guys.
Do you ever find like that kind of shit where like it's hard to remember what you're just talking about, even though you're just talking about it? It could even be something from like 2 minutes before, and it's like, fuck, I don't remember.
It's by design, bro. Like, we're designed to no longer have a long attention span and to forget shit.
You think so? What the benefit? Oh, okay, yeah. There would definitely be a benefit of that.
We're going to be chattel.
Yeah, if we couldn't keep a singular thing going ever.
You know what? We got so many topics, actually, that we can discuss. There's a lot of things that happen. We want to get into Stan Lee and his, elder abuse scandal. Want to get into the California Police Department trying to make a reporter give up his source, but he didn't get into that. But since we have a special guest today in studio, I want to hear from Chef Diesel. Excuse me. You're not really into the conspiracy world, but you're aware of some conspiracies. What's something that you think is either some complete crock of shit or something that actually might be worth looking into? Don't go into flat Earth because we've already discussed. I was just gonna say flat Earth is a crock of shit. We've already discussed that with you on the last time we were here, and I can already defend that more than you can defend the sphere globe model.
All right, whatever. Well, yeah, I think flat Earth is definitely top 1 and 2 as far as bullshit. Let's see what's in the third one.
What about Cat Earth?
Cat Earth.
Yeah,
I've heard another bullshit one. I don't know about that, but pigeons that are spying on you. Birds.
Oh, so you don't think that it's possible that all pigeons are just some drones?
You know what?
Robots?
You know what that came from? It actually came from a video game in Fallout 4.
Pigeons were spies?
Yeah, all the pigeons or all the crows are spies. Yeah.
Yeah, that's bullshit. I think that one's bullshit. Definitely. Some other bullshit ones. That the government behind killing Nipsey Hussle. I think that's a bunch of cap.
I agree with you.
Yeah, we actually
we went over that.
You know what? You guys can check out that episode too. I'm sorry to plug the tinfoil hat so much, but I just we had a lot of good conversation. Episode 187, we talk about the the late great Nipsey Hussle and his passing, and also the ties between him, Dr. Sebi, and pharmaceutical industries and just big business. So check out that episode if you're interested. But I would definitely call bullshit that the government took out Nip. But I will say the government or Big Pharma probably took out Dr. Sebi.
I definitely feel that way.
The Catholic Church burnt down Notre Dame.
Now, why would you say that? Because we talked about that on the past episode too.
Because the Catholic Church is grimy. Like, I grew up a Catholic. I raised Catholic. But like that, I don't practice that at whatsoever. I did. Yeah, I would have to go to church on Sundays.
Really?
I was confirmed Catholic. I got baptized. I did all that stuff.
Did any of the...
And I just think that, like, how are you cool with, like, the leader of, like, this big ass, not leaders of this big ass division that you call, like, this thing, and they're just, like, moving around, pedophile. Like, yeah, nah, that doesn't surprise me at all. Like, I think. Oh,
so you believe that they're pedophiles?
Believe it's.
Well, yeah. You believe that they're pedophiles, but you don't believe they would have burned down Notre Dame?
No, I do. They did. They burned that shit down.
He's saying that it burned down Notre Dame.
Yeah. For what specific reason, I don't know, but I'm sure. I guarantee you, that was probably a solution to something.
I know, like with that, there's a bunch of churches.
Hey, I just want to let Vince Staples say it one time for the one time.
If he crazy, like, rest in peace. But that nigga in hell, like, he in hell.
He in hell?
Oh my god.
Yeah. I know, like, there's like in France, there's like 47 churches burned down within like 2 months. Like, they're going crazy over there.
I look, you thought it might have been like maybe it was like the resurgence of fucking like, because I saw that movie Lords of Chaos, and maybe like that little documentary re-sparked the resurgence of like the black metal scene to be like more hardcore and want to burn down churches like they did back in the 90s, early 90s, and like just start doing crazy ass shit. But I'm more likely to side with my idea of them refortifying the church, but also as like a symbol. Like, do you remember that movie that came out back in like 2012, I Pet Goat 2? Mm-hmm. At the very end, they have the Catholic Roman Church, the Notre Dame Church, burning, and like, it collapses, the ice pillar, and the pillar collapses almost in the exact same way that the pillar collapsed in real life.
I'm not sure about that. I don't remember that.
You can watch it. We can pull up a video.
I should say I haven't heard of that theory.
Okay.
With that though, I know like Satanism has been coming up. Like they're trying to get their own spot in like one of the well, they've been doing this all over. They're trying to get like their, I guess, monuments of
more representation.
Exactly, in government now. They're pushing that shit. There's a lot of weird things where like if you look and like you listen to, like, I used to listen to InfoWars all the time, and Alex Jones would be talking about this shit, and it's kind of like, damn, it's like more and more of it. It's like coming to fruition.
There's that YouTube channel, Jason A. He always posts weird videos like that too, like Congress meetings, like their eyes change. He's a shapeshifter. Hell, Satan's already here. Like,
but picture this: like in the Bible, it says like there'll be watchmen from all corners of there. It's like, like saying shit. Like, what if these conspiracy YouTube videos are the watchmen that people are like? They're saying, "Hey, this shit's happening," but we're just disregarding it as conspiracy theorists from YouTube. Like, so I you know me, I like to look at the shit with like. I like to look at it within their eyes as, okay, this is 100% real, but I still keep that, man, that's going to also be some bullshit. Like, don't get me twisted, but.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that, like, wonder me. Like, it's like, damn, that's crazy.
I wonder.
The possibilities.
I wonder why the tax on marijuana in LA is so damn high. Like, that shit is like 39.5% of your total. That's your tax that you have to pay.
Bruh,
weed is still cheap as fuck.
No, it's not anymore. Have you bought weed from a legal clinic? Like, not one where they weigh out in front of you?
Yeah, I get like
you call $53.
He hasn't been to a legal clinic.
Yeah, you call $53 eighths fucking cheap?
I get 5 grams for
Tim, you haven't been to. I'm telling you, because I go to the clinic. You go to the clinic. No, it's not. It's not, because there's a certain Dom. Just listen to the Dom. He's gonna break down to you the actual legal protocol.
Any clinic that weighs out weed in front of you that's not pre-packaged and sealed is illegal. Straight up. There's no way around it.
Pre-packaged and sealed.
Pre-packaged. You haven't even seen pre-packaged and sealed?
That's what I'm saying. Like you
never
haven't
seen that.
You've never been to a
seen
legal.
that.
You just we gotta take
Have
you
you
to a
ever
legal
bought- have you
clinic.
ever bought
No, you don't. I'm
As a
gonna go
kid, did
there.
you ever buy a new baseball? You know how they would come? In cardboard, you know? What's
Yeah.
Come like
yeah.
a square cardboard box,
That's-
sealed.
But yeah, it's that plastic shit.
Yeah, and then you open that, and then in there, there's like, dude, they put like nice glass jugs. Like these aren't little shitty green pop cap tops you're used to. Yeah, and they'll advertise it as $35, and
then they tax you.
39.5%, and then you walk out paying like $53 for an eighth. It's good. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, you can fuck around. Like, I bought some Marathon OG. Speaking of nip,
R.I.P. is a great king.
R.I.P. 33% THC.
That's nice.
But I mean, like I said, you're paying like $57 for that.
And I feel like that shit's kind of fucked up because
It is. Well, why? That's what I want to know. Where's that? 40%'s a lot of money. Where's that going to?
You know what a lot of it has to do with?
I still have potholes on my street.
They have to do this shit
LA,
because
there's mad potholes. Where's that money going?
They have to do this shit because they have to tax it that high because the farmers, when they have to go through all the legal things, they have to use certain pesticides. Those pesticides are put into the market by Bayer.
That doesn't have anything to do with tax, though. What's that have to do with tax? Why are they charging me 40% of my fucking...
Nigga, weed price so high, Coca-Cola billionaire got caught with about 5,000 alleged cannabis plants. Like
Coca-Cola CEO got caught with that?
Yeah, billionaire.
5,000
which one?
plants?
Yeah, his name
The
is...
main one?
Yeah, no, his name is Alcavidas. His name Alki. He's
Just
a member
for
of the...
personal consumption? Or
No, he's a member of the Leventis family. He runs the
fuck is
biggest
that?
commercial bottling facility in Europe, and his family's net worth is about 4.6 billion euros. So you know whatever that fuck converted that is into American real money. And he was arrested by the anti-narcotics unit at the international airport.
But why does he have 5,000 plants? What the fuck? No one.
He's
needs
being
that.
charged with possession with the intent to supply.
Yeah, of
Private
course. But why?
jet.
You're a billionaire. Like, I get it. You want to smoke big gas, but like, dude, what the fuck?
Nigga want to smoke big gas.
How do you think?
Roll around with the pound. And no one needs. I agree.
Fam, he saw Narcos, want to get popping.
How do you think they make all that money in the
shouldn't
first
be-
place?
Yeah. Why you got plants? You even got no. You got fucking plants.
He wants to start clothing, have a grow up. What if they're like all
I
like
think a
fire
plant's more
clothes?
valuable. Why do you want just the nug?
Just smoke it, get high.
He's not trying to smoke. He's trying to make.
Trying-
I doubt this guy even.
What if he was trying to make a CBD or a THC formula of Coke,
Oh, cola, soda.
Coca-Cola? But the Coca-Cola
Why
company
is
was
it-
like,
but then
"Nah,
why is it in
fam,
his plane. I'm your
Bruh.
Coke. You could do. There's a legal way to do that. Somehow.
no, not in Europe."
How do you know?
I don't know.
I think this.
That's why
it's 2019, man.
My conspiracy mind took it as this: he's a bottling motherfucker out in Europe. Was like, yo, we want to make cannabis infused or CBD Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola in America's like, fuck that shit, homie. You ain't tampering with the reps.
I bet you they already
Nah,
because Carl's Jr. put out a CBD.
So
burger.
that ain't Coca-Cola.
That's what I'm saying. So Coca-Cola, you try to tell me Carl Jr. is the head of Coca-Cola?
Bruh, let me finish my conspiracy and then maybe you fucking know.
Right,
I'm
bro.
telling you. This dude was like, yo, we get this shit popping in France. It's just going to be fucking dope wherever in Europe he's from. And they're like, nah, we don't fuck with the recipe. You fuck with the recipe, we going to fuck with you. And he's like, I'm going to do whatever I want. Fuck America. I'm from Europe, bitch. Peace out, Europe. Gangbang, nigga. And then you know what he did? He's like, oh, really? You're just going to take all of our shit from Cali's finest? Calls up fucking customs like, yo, this nigga got about 5,000 plants.
There's a plane heading east.
He wants to mass produce the finest Cali Kush out there in Europe. And then they're like, ah, shit.
Yeah.
Red, white, and Coke fucking played us.
Yeah, I mean,
Was he going to Europe, or was he coming?
He got caught up at an international airport.
I saw
But
this.
where is he coming from?
I don't remember the exact specifics. Our viewers and listeners can fact check
Click
us.
it up. Click it up.
I saw this meme making fun of the
Why?
orange vanilla
I want
soda.
to know where he's going. I want to know more of this.
I just told you.
It's
We
an
just
interesting story.
research the, you know. I read this shit like at 6 o'clock in the morning, nigga.
Ah, that's him.
Yeah, look at him. Look at him.
He
He
does
looks like a
blow.
fucking criminal
Doberman?
mastermind. Look at
Yeah.
this nigga. Look at him in his Doberman. Like,
Well, didn't you know about like
he's like,
what's
my
that?
owner fucking puffs big gas and
What-
gets fat ass.
Wasn't
What's good, nigga?
wasn't El Chapo like in Mexican government?
Al Chapo's in jail.
El Chapo's
well,
locked the fuck up.
fucking now, no fucking shit. But like, wasn't he like in something in the government? Like,
I think he ran Mexico at one point, so I'm sure that counts as being in the government.
Yeah, what are you talking
drugs,
about?
But like, he had an actual government position.
Oh, maybe.
Legal.
I don't know that much about that whole scenario.
Oh, see,
All these
specializes in products containing CBDs. He was trying to make that CBD Coke, and they were like, "No, nigga, you ain't fucking with our formula."
I mean, he's gonna
probably
let
gonna
Carl's
take it for
Jr. beat
himself.
him to the punch. Tell me, I get it,
Bro,
I
you
get a
keep
CBD
saying
famous
Carl's
star?
Jr., but Carl's Jr. is not Coca-Cola. It's a different company. They're cool.
I know.
They proved it.
So that's what I'm saying. Coke should be ahead of them.
Bro,
Coca-Cola had cocaine in it, nigga.
you gotta forget,
It
Coca-Cola.
still has cocaine in it.
White people like cocaine. Coca-Cola's white old money. Think about it. Carl's Jr.
Why old people don't
Who-
like cocaine?
who's-
though?
who's
Why
Hardy?
Old people don't like cocaine.
I think that's a
Oh,
lie.
I think that's a lie. I
that's a
think
lie.
white people enjoy cocaine.
No,
they
not
they like
old,
their.
not old white
They,
people.
yes,
What
they
do you
do.
mean by
That's how they
old?
get their uppers. That's
What
why
do you
they're so hip.
50 and up, they don't like cocaine.
What are you talking about?
How many 50-year-old white people do you know?
Do you know how long people have been doing cocaine for?
Nah, I would if you took a census on people that do schnoz.
No one would
Well,
want to
yeah,
admit to
they're-
it because if they legalize coke tomorrow, all the coke kids will come out of the water.
My God.
Just like you didn't know so many people cared about mushrooms until fucking Denver legalized that shit or decriminalized it. Now people are like, oh shit.
Everybody loves weed. Nobody liked weed. Nobody gives a fuck about weed now.
Personally, I don't like coke though. It's not my drug of choice. Not my forte.
What do you like? Do you get drunk and do coke?
No. Oh, I hate that because
What
I get
the
the numbness in my throat
fuck?
and I can't feel. I don't like not feeling me drinking.
Because you're a bitch and you throw up, huh?
Yeah, I don't like
Yeah,
that. I don't like
little
that. I don't like
faggot.
that feeling
I mean-
at all. There's definitely it's one or the other, and it's mostly always drinking.
Dog, you gotta get used to it, and then you have the best times.
That's
of your
something
life.
I'm not trying to do.
That's what you do. You
I wonder
get
how
drunk
many
as
girls
fuck.
have like choked on sucking dick after doing a lot of coke because their throat's so numb and they can't feel the gag reflex.
And then they just throw up.
Yeah. I bet that's how a
Yeah.
lot of those like
I
Costco
bet you
stories
that dude
happen.
probably think, yeah, I got some king dick.
It's
Man,
like,
bitch,
nah,
throw
she just
up.
yacked out. Too much sniffany. Her girlfriend Sniffany, was controlling the party for the night.
It's like, nah, I got that pipe, B. I lay down.
No, that's why they put the beer down like way before that, so they don't have like the bubbles in their gut, or like the bubbling
I mean,
in their
if you
stomach.
make a bitch gag, whatever's in her stomach is coming out.
No, if there's nothing in there.
What if instead of making her
She already
gag,
pissed
like
it all-
like
pissed
she
it all
just
out?
shit herself?
What?
It's like, yo, she was sucking my dick so good and she shit herself.
She's time for her.
She was too deep.
I would,
She shit herself, or I
No,
shit.
she shit herself.
Imagine getting toppy so far,
Oh,
you just shit yourself.
you sucked the shit out of me, girl. Oh fuck! That would be one for the
What
books.
would that
Like,
be called? What would that
I-
be? Because getting head on the toilet's a blumpkin. What would?
Like, did you just shit on
Oh.
your bed?
Oh, we'd have to.
I'd be low key hot. I'm like, yeah, I just shit all over my bed.
A California mudslide.
California mudslide. What about the Malibu mudslide?
Malibu mudslide. And got an M&M last night. Nigga, what? A Malibu mudslide. What does that mean? Man, she sucked my dick so good. I shit all over the bed. It caused a mudslide.
Oh.
Rolling down my ankles and shit.
Oh, that's fucking gross. Soaks
If you
into
fuck
your
with it on the
socks.
block is hot, let us know in the comment section somewhere that you fuck with the Malibu mudslide.
Oh man, yeah, that's obviously the end of the night. I would hope that would be the end of the night. Like you shouldn't. You need to call it a quits after that.
Well, I mean, Tim can probably already attest to this, but I was reading in this comic book called The Boys, and the lead character, Huey, he finally meets a, nice little girl. She's actually a superhero in disguise, but he doesn't know that yet, and he actually kills superheroes. And takes her back to the crib for the first time, goes down on her, wakes up the next morning, doesn't realize, greets the homie at the door, has a big red ring around his mouth.
Ah, I did not know that you were eating a bitch out on her period.
Yeah, it smells and it tastes like copper.
Yeah, like everyone's tasted blood before. Everyone's got cut in their mouth, like know.
The whole point is like he didn't know. Like, would that be like a rap on the time?
Nah,
Like, would you be able to call that girl back?
call that girl back?
Yeah, as far as
Yeah,
like an
I mean,
accident,
yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm like, why'd you let me do that?
she didn't know. It was just like it was an accident. Like
Nah, girls know.
Yeah,
well,
they
it's a
know.
comic, fucking dude.
Girls know.
Go with the scenario. Go with the scenario
Girls
here.
always know.
It just happened. You know, she fucked up. You know, whatever. She lost track of the dates. I don't know.
Girls always know. Yeah, that's a little bit weird. She lost track of the date.
I thought it was gonna be tomorrow. Like,
My app was a day off.
like you didn't hear about the celestial calendar change?
Why? Because the Earth's like tilting on a new axis, so we switched from the Mayan calendar. Oh wait, no, we're on the what calendar? Are we
Well,
on
speaking
right
of
now?
fucking bitches, did you hear about fucking Kraft in the case?
He liked to finger up his butt.
Well, now the prosecutors are actually saying that they may not be able to use the massage parlor video as evidence.
Because they can't prove he was in the massage parlor getting fingers up his butt and getting jerked off.
No, it's because the Judge Leonard Hassner, who actually wrote that the Jupiter Police detectives could issue that warrant, basically allowing the secret installation of cameras at the spa. They didn't do enough to minimize the invasion of privacy of customers who only received legal massages. So the ones that weren't getting sloppy toppy or a fucking happy ending at the end or
A
something.
finger up the butt.
Yeah, they didn't do enough to protect those people. So basically they're trying to dismiss that evidence. But I'm not going to lie. That's some shit that they would only do for this rich old ass. Like anyone, like, if it-
It's white.
anyone else, like, it would have been a wrap. But how do you feel about that, you know? Like, are you kind of glad that tape is not coming out?
I mean, this is white privilege at its finest. So that's all that is. I mean, I feel like even if he was rich and black, like that, they would have thrown his ass.
I don't know.
They
They put Eddie Murphy out there with that prostitute real quick.
Did he do jail time?
Nah, but they flamed him all over like TMZ and shit.
Yeah,
And
everybody
Robert
knew.
Kraft got flamed. Don't think he didn't get flamed.
Who was that dude that had that video with that one chick where she was like, where she put like she was secretly recording the.
Oh, it was a tranny?
Yeah.
It was an R&B singer.
No,
from
it
the
was
90s.
Dwight Howard.
No, that was fake. That was
Oh,
fake.
that was fake? Okay.
There was a Bobby Valentino.
Yep, Bobby Valentino.
He picked up a hooker tranny and was refusing to pay her, so she pulled out his phone as he was kicking her out and like got him on video
Damn.
kicking him out. Bobby Valentino.
Why would you go with the tranny?
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, you got paper.
Like, I
Bobby
feel like-
Valentino.
Hey, I
I
mean,
feel like
to
if
people that
someone's
eat ass,
into-
you know, an asshole's an asshole.
Yeah. Why eat ass, Tim, when there's a perfectly good vagina right there?
Well, the vagina does get ate, so. But
Well, I mean,
I don't know. I don't get
to
it.
him,
Why-
a mouth's a mouth. I mean, what girl in that type of lifestyle doesn't have fake titties? So if the dude had fake titties, he don't give a shit. Like,
But why wouldn't if you're getting a hooker? Why wouldn't you get one of that? Oh, I
A
don't know.
woman hooker. I feel
Yeah.
you. No, I feel you.
It
Especially
doesn't
if you
make
got
sense.
money. If you
Yeah.
got money.
he
You
wants
get
to
it-
scheme
not
something that won't get pregnant.
But yeah, I'll get
Anal.
I'll get a nice escort.
Again, I'm not trying to say that I would do it. I'm just trying to maybe justify why he did it.
It doesn't matter. It's
Because
What if
that's
that's
like-
how you got down? What if he was a freak?
Yeah.
Some people are just like that, like
Well, I feel-
sexually wild. Like, I bet you
So-
Prince fucked
I
a
feel
dude
like people
before.
like that, like they're actually secretly gay.
I bet Prince probably saw one up close.
I feel like
he
Like, I bet he was in a three-way with
think he
another
fucked- I
dude.
think he
Like, he
fucked one.
probably double teamed a bitch.
Nah,
I'm
he
not.
fucked-
I'm
he
like,
fucked
no, I think
surprised.
he
Fuck
fucked a dude.
He
I wouldn't be
fucked a dude.
surprised if he got fucked
Definitely.
one.
Rick James, another one you can throw in that category.
Yeah, Rick James,
fucked a dude.
definitely. he's
Cocaine's a
one
hell of a
those.
drug.
Cocaine's a hell
But
of a
yeah, I
drug.
feel like if you're fucking trannies, I feel like that
If
means
Richard
you're
Pryor
secretly
sucked
gay.
a dick, then these niggas can be sucking dick too.
Yeah, that's all the way gay, right? That's all the way gay.
Men don't have that luxury of becoming bisexual.
What's gayer? Getting fucking sloppy toppy or getting plowed?
What?
Well,
Are you
fucking.
gonna- Are you
all right.
really going to ask? Of course, if you're getting plowed, that's all the way gay.
I didn't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to.
He said all the way gay.
Yeah, because
That's
I
all the way
didn't want to
good.
touch on this subject because this isn't for our demographic. I know this, but it is mainstream news right now as far as for pop culture and shit. Have you heard of a nigga named James Charles?
That sounds familiar.
Oh yeah, isn't he hitting on like straight dudes or something like that?
What
and not
happened?
giving
What
a
happened?
fuck.
He's a makeup artist / influencer on YouTube. My sister, she knows who this
Is he a
nigga
little
is.
Filipino-
Daisy
skinny
knows who
Filipino
he is.
kid?
I think he's white.
I don't know what the fuck
Oh,
he
okay,
is.
never mind.
But anyways, apparently this nigga is like
Flamer.
he's like trying to like trick straight dudes into being gay, which I'm thinking in my mind,
that's
nigga,
wrong,
you
that's
could
wrong.
never trick me into being gay. So these niggas are probably just gay on the low.
Yeah, exactly.
Like one of the guys
Exactly.
who was saying like he made out with him one day and then the next day said, "Oh, I'm not gay." It's like, nah, dog, you're just using this dude for his clout and all of his followers and shit. Like, bruh, you're gay. Like, you don't just make out with a nigga and just say, "Nah, I'm not." Like, nah, like, I'm sorry. Sorry, dog. Like, it is what it is.
Wait,
like,
is he telling these people that who he is? And
he's
whatnot?
trying to make it seem like they're gay. Like he's like pressuring them into being gay.
What the fuck? You can't
Yeah.
do that.
And
How do you
it's
get
not-
pressured into being gay?
And the thing is, though, it's not like this is the
That's
first time
fucking
thing. Like
hilarious.
people in the know that he's like low key a predator.
But okay, I feel like that's a little bit better. I was thinking he was going around and not telling people he was a dude, and
You
then
seen Ozark,
and
right?
then, and then
That's
hooking
how
up.
that white
Do you know
guy
the
started
dude-
Hold on,
doing
Wait,
it?
hold
hold on. I thought he was going around like telling people he's not a dude, and then like hooking up with them, and then like they fight like, oh my god, you're a dude.
Oh, I've seen this. That's him. That guy. I've seen him before.
This nigga,
I've seen him. He looks like the dude from She's Out of My League.
but clearly a fucking dude.
Yeah, that's
but
a dude as
I'm
fuck.
just saying, like,
There's no
you,
trick
you
in
don't
that.
get tricked into thinking that it, like, nah, like you knew that
You
this
can
is
just
a
tell
dude.
by like he has a longer
Yeah.
face. Like his hands probably
Bruh.
are like
Yeah.
manly.
He actually looks
He's
like a
got
dude.
knuckles.
He don't do like dragon
Yeah,
shit.
I thought
That's
he
what's
was-
like funny. Like,
I was thinking, he
like
was
my
doing
sister had to
drag.
put me
I
up on
didn't
game on
realize
this,
that.
like, who this dude was, and I'm just like, bro, like, these guys that are getting tricked. Nah, you're not getting tricked. You're just gay, and you just don't want to say it. And there's nothing wrong with being gay. It's 2019. Do you, dude? But like this whole accusation of James Charles tricked me into like you didn't get tricked.
Yeah, got pressured into being gay, and then I was gay for a moment.
It's like Terry Crews when he got offended because some dude grabbed his dick. Like, nah, you're a grown ass man. Like,
Yeah, you should punch that nigga in his jaw and say, "What are you doing?"
yeah.
Like, I'm a boy, Damon.
It was like Joey Diaz had that quote. He said, "Fucking someone grab my dick and say, hey, come here. You got fucking something you want to tell me right now? Is there something you need to tell me?"
I feel like Terry Crews can't just go around punching people.
Fucking
though.
goal. Like, is there something you need to tell me right now? Like,
Yeah.
holy shit, that's a wild thing to say. Like, just
After you just get your dick groped real quick, like hell no.
No, yeah, I feel like Terry Crews can't just go around punching people though. He's a big ass
He
nigga.
can, but he could definitely go around scaring the shit out of people, and that's all he would have to do.
Dude already grabbed your dick.
You're right. He's fearless.
What are you gonna do, dog? You gonna beat me? I want you to beat me, Terry Crews.
Oh shit!
Can't do that shit.
that's just fucking nuts. Oh fuck, that was a good laugh though. I enjoyed that one.
Yo, I heard that China is they're going through. They have like this thing. What's the company? Oh, it's called Wamo or some shit like that. And like it's it sources out internet, and like it's ran by one of their army's generals.
The fuck, like an app, like
It's like a Cisco type of thing.
It's called communism.
Yeah, and basically they're using this corporation to buy up land in other countries, and the big fear for it now is that they might be possibly funding all that back to the government. So it's the government is monopolizing pretty much.
But in a communist country, they already own everything.
In a
why the
communist
fuck- what are
country,
they-
yeah.
I don't get what the point is.
But they're like they're stretching out of China, and they're buying up land in like Africa and shit like that.
Dude, they already own the U.S. We're in so much debt to them. They could end it in a minute. They'd be
Dog,
like, "Hey,
I work in Walnut.
it's time to pay up right now. We need that cash."
the only thing
Why
that
do you
keeps
think we
them
have
from
so many
invading us
guns?
is probably the fact that we have so many guns. They would never be able to control the population.
More guns than that? Oh yeah, it's a communist.
Yeah,
country.
they-
don't
Like,
have guns.
like
They
if you're
don't
trying
have
to try to say, okay, we're calling in your debt, and they're like, okay, we don't got it. Now what?
I'll be like, hey, you know where it's at? It's in Austin, Texas, or Dallas, Texas. Why don't you go fucking get it? It's like some place where it's all guns. It's like it starts in Mississippi and it ends in Texas.
It's like
It's
on the corner.
somewhere
Go fuck yourself. You should have loaned out money.
even
you
with-
fucking.
Like you knew I had bad
like, what, you
credit.
stupid?
You knew I wasn't worth it. I couldn't pay this shit back.
Yeah. Yeah, they kind of fucked in that regard. But like even with that, they're like starting to like attack the Trump administration and talk about his spending, and they're telling China to stop supporting us. What is it?
Tariffs.
Bro, we have
That's
so
it.
many tariffs right now. It's honestly we're leading to World War III.
And they put tariffs
and
on
it's
us
gonna be a
too.
tech
Yeah.
war. It's gonna be fucked up. Like it's gonna be a new Cold War probably, but a Cold War via tech.
What if they shut all our shit down without even launching a fucking
Like an electronic magnet. Was it EMP or something?
No, yeah,
like that?
Bro, if this
without
podcast
even-
just stopped recording right now, power goes up.
Oh shit!
All I can do right now is probably kick y'all niggas out my house, lock up my shit, and start loading all my guns. Make sure I got ammos and clips ready. Like, can't go into work tomorrow, no power, and I gotta make sure no one just robs my house. I got water and food here.
You got a radio?
Salute. No, I don't think I do. Actually, no.
How are you gonna get communication
My
with the outside
dad.
world?
Well, I think my dad has a radio.
I don't have a radio either.
My parents still have a phone that.
Oh yeah, we have our.
plugs in.
Well,
What?
if everything's
A phone
down
that
though,
plugs in.
if everything's down though.
Oh
like-
wait, that would be.
They have the power. The phone line goes down.
yeah, because we have a house. We have a landline too. I
You
get
need
in.
to get a radio because radio signals you could still pick up. I mean, unless the radio tower goes down, but those are you can still pick that shit up.
So that's what I'm saying, man.
Damn.
Like, what would you do, Dom?
Right now, if I was here,
All power's down. You think you'll get back to Alhambra? All you can do is go to your mom's house.
yeah, I would have to. I'm
You're
sorry.
not-
And,
You're
and
not
sit there and
making
sit
it
there
there.
in your house with no guns, so people try to come and rob your ass.
Forget my mom's dog at my mom's house.
They'll kill that dog. They got a gun and probably a machete or
You
some
can only
shit.
bite one person.
I bet
at
y'all
a
niggas
time.
don't even got like a machete or like a sharp rake.
I bet that dog
we
doesn't
don't.
even know how to
I
attack.
tried telling my
Or a
mom. I
pickaxe.
tried telling Mike. I was like, well, "You should get a gun. You should get some protection. You know, you got a family and shit." And they were like, "Nah, they don't want that in the house." I was like, "Well, y'all are tripping."
That's crazy.
House has been broken into before.
You shouldn't be
my
like, you
Damn.
pussy? Like, what's wrong? Get a gun.
yeah.
Are they super religious?
No.
What if it's just like, nah, Dom, I got 2 felonies. I can't get no gun. If I ever let your mom know, it'd be a wrap on the marriage and the whole life we
Maybe.
built together.
Yeah,
Like,
I'd be like, damn,
that's just
okay.
like, I was a crime lord back in New York. It's like I left, never looked back. Love my Mets, boy. Like,
Back over there, I was
That
Mike
would make a lot of
Lipinski.
sense. Makes a lot of
like the
sense.
Gambino family wants me. I cook the books.
Maybe then. Yeah. I mean, I don't even have enough water at my house. Not my parents' house. At my house, we have no water at my house.
That's no good.
We could
That's
probably
not
do like
wild.
2 weeks, maybe.
Our water, we get the water from the spout in the fridge. So like, if that shit gets tainted, we're fucked.
As long as you got a water filter, you're pretty much good for
I don't
that.
think so, man. Someone actually poisons the water. Like, I'm not talking about some toxins. Like,
Oh.
if someone puts like a chemical to kill people in the water,
Yeah, that's a wrap. That's a wrap then. That's a
fucking
wrap.
Brita filtrate, fucking filtering
That's a
out
wrap.
fucking nitrates
I
and
wanna-
fucking
We can only hope.
That's a very,
uranium.
that's
Can
a very-
a Brita is a Brita filter uranium proof?
that's a very thorough plan. If somebody did that, that means they've been planning that shit. They're like, yeah, we're going to hit them on all ends. What if they launched a nuke into fucking some of our rivers? Just
I heard if like the Hoover Dam goes down,
Oh, it's a
all
wrap.
of LA's fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
a while. Yeah,
Yeah, we're fucked.
yeah, I think
We're fucked.
it's nuclear proof. I think.
it is.
I think it's supposed to be bomb proof, like heavily.
That's a fire ass wall.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a very firewall. I'm not sure how fire it is. I'm not sure if it
It
can.
can
Hey.
withstand a bomb.
So that means America knows something about building some walls.
Have you ever seen the new 20 or the new 5? If you fold it a certain way, it looks like the Hoover Dam is being destroyed.
I think, yeah, I remember that.
Some people think that that's going to happen. Other people
That
also
was
think
like-
that they're going to take down the Statue of Liberty.
That was the thing back when like
Why?
Halo 4 was about to launch. They made it seem like, oh, they're going to plan an attack on the Hoover Dam. I remember that conspiracy back in the day. And I was like, oh shit, if they do that, that should be trippy. But I don't get why they would do that. Like,
To flood and cause a power outage. And then
Yeah, we get most of our power from the dam. It's not even the water. Like
Yeah.
that shit generates power.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit's important. I think it powers Las Vegas too. Doesn't
Yeah,
it go?
yeah.
Doesn't it go out
Because
there?
our water comes from like the Sierra Nevadas, like in Bishop where we went camp. Oh, you didn't go, but I went camping that one time. Thank you.
yeah.
No, yeah, and then another one is they'll launch a nuclear warhead into the Hudson River and then just completely flood New York with that.
The Hudson River.
Yeah,
Why would they do that?
Yeah, I don't think there's enough water in the Hudson River to flood New York. You flood like Manhattan, maybe.
I don't know. Have you
It's
ever
something like that.
have you ever set off a nuke in a small river?
yeah, it'll cause supposedly like a giant wave, and it'll come out and crash. So maybe the shock
You know
wave
what I
will go
always
back
wonder?
into the ocean. Maybe
Are we far enough inland if a big ass tsunami?
Oh, we're
hit?
good.
We're
Yeah,
good.
We're good. Yeah, I've thought about that so
I
many
far
times.
enough inland in Alhambra?
No, probably.
No?
You might be touched, or you might get all the fucked up traffic
Because
and
if
all
I
the.
get touched, that means downtown LA is completely underwater.
Yeah, you'd get touched.
You think? How big? A tsunami could go
Actually,
like 20 miles
Actually,
inland?
I don't think you'll get touched, but I think you'll
You'll catch all the shit, all the people fleeing from it.
We'll be like the first city that people loot.
Yeah,
We're like they finally made it to dry land.
No,
we'll be smooth out here in Pomona.
Yeah.
No, you won't.
Yeah, we
Yes, we
will.
would.
Yeah, we will.
I should have.
In World War Z,
Dog.
we actually survived.
Yeah, dog.
Pomona?
Yeah, in the book World War Z, Pomona, Claremont, and like a
What
bunch of
book?
other things. World War Z.
Really?
Yeah.
Tom Cruise movie?
Yeah, I swear to
No,
God, I got it right
Brad
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense because we're far enough out where, like, even if a
Well,
nuclear,
yeah, we're
even if a
literally,
nuclear
like, with
bomb
the
hit,
shits.
hit LA, we're safe.
We're in a valley surrounded by mountains, like a little cove. Like, we're good.
And then all we have to do is go north
Gang, gang.
North for what?
to the mountains.
And do what?
Survive, nigga.
Yeah, it's just
there's
at that-
fucking
Dom,
zombies
you gotta-
running
you gotta remember,
everywhere. I don't want to be next to nobody. I'm going where nobody's at.
See-
I'm going to fucking Lancaster,
Hey,
dog.
Hey, real chop. This is how you know we'll
Jack Corner
survive
the door.
because we play survival games where literally the whole point is you just survive. That's it. Like, what's the point of the game? Don't die and lose all your shit. Okay, so what do you start with? A rock and you're naked and a torch. Okay, so what do? Try to build a house and get guns.
Try to get guns and kill anybody that tests you.
So what happens when you die? You lose all your shit.
You start over. What game is this?
Rust.
Oh, never heard of it.
I know you haven't because you don't play video
I
games.
don't.
We should get you back in video games, man.
There's no. I don't play games in life. All seriousness.
No.
100%. Nah, video game. I'd never interest me unless it's Madden. Madden's the only game I could get into.
You had Madden for like 2 weeks and then you sold a PS4.
And even then, yeah. So there you go. I can't even say that anymore.
Yeah.
I want a PS4. I want Spider-Man still. I've yet to play that game. It looks fun.
It is. I want it. Like, there's nothing to say about that. I want the game. I'll buy a PS4 just because of that.
I almost did. I almost got that Christmas package. I forgot what I bought instead. Bought something stupid though.
Oh shit! Well, speaking of Spider-Man, since he brought it up, I might as well bring in some good news, but just also a painful memory. We talked about this earlier in past episodes about the elder abuse that Stan Lee unfortunately endured within the last few years of his life.
Talk about a lot of old dead people today.
Yeah,
What happened?
but
He's getting abused.
yeah, he was being
Like
abused
diapers?
by his ex-manager, and she's being brought up on charges for elder abuse.
What
Kia
was-
Morgan.
What were the details of the abuse?
So basically, she's being charged with 5 counts of elder abuse, including false imprisonment, fraud, forgery stemming from an incident last summer when Lee was 95. And yeah, basically, she was a collector, turned into his manager, and just basically was a shitty person, just abusing an old man. In a previous episode, we had talked about actually how it was going on through just a lot of people after his wife had passed, and how he himself said like he just wanted to die, he didn't want to live anymore, but he was still doing stuff. So even all these appearances that we were probably seeing are just done in a green screen in a room. Like, he probably didn't want to do it, but he's obligated to do it, and he doesn't want to let the fans down because he loves his fans. But it's just one of those things where even though we love Stan Lee, we also have to look at some of our heroes and our icons as actual people. Like, there's going to come a time where, someone that you love, like Chris Rock is going to be older, and he's older than us, and we're going to be like, damn, I hope that his shit's in order. I hope he's not just being abused as an older person.
Well, he's got kids. Does Stanley have kids?
Yeah, I believe he
I thought he
did.
I think he does.
But I think he had just issues, like people trying to take advantage of your money,
If he had kids, and I question where were his kids at in this whole
Again,
thing going down.
taking advantage of your money. Like, anything can happen in life. You can't,
Nah, but like if your dad's on your deathbed, I'm not gonna leave him to.
You-
I'm not gonna leave him to hospice.
I'm
be
glad
like,
that you
nah.
have those morals, but there's people out there that do not.
Yeah, I think it's a white thing. White people.
No, it's
Yeah.
Probably a privilege thing.
Dom, we
People
worked
with
at a home with people that didn't get visited by people that had.
black people,
so,
black, Mexican, white. Yeah.
all right, so let's just be real. It's
That's
just
true.
there's people that are, again. I'm glad that you have those virtues in you as a man, that that you wouldn't let that happen. But at the same time, life happens. But a good thing, even in death, Stan Lee is getting justice. The person that was abusing him is, you know, being brought up on charges, and will probably get time. You know, like that shit don't fly. Can't pick on the old people.
Did you hear what's going on with Britney Spears?
Same thing.
Yeah. Don't you think it's crazy that
she's abusing an old lady?
No, she's being abused.
Yeah,
probably
she's being abused.
her custody and her rights as being mentally sound.
Yeah, and then like they're
She's
like,
that crazy?
apparently,
Supposedly or allegedly.
Yeah, supposedly she doesn't even control her own money, man.
Her dad does.
Yeah, and her dad's like going through like he's like dying or some shit. Like
She
that.
could be a clone though.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
She has mad paper. She had a Vegas residency. Like
Yeah.
that's easy. Like
That's
50 mil a year
That's
right
what I
there.
was thinking about. Like, wasn't that recent? How is she being like that crazy? How is she that far gone? But like, she still performs. And
That's
shit.
a lot of stress.
She's that far gone. Do you remember Britney in like 06? I
Yeah,
don't think she went far. Yeah, she was always around the corner. She probably got that Vegas bag and was like, all right, let me pull my shit together real quick. And now that that gig's up, she's like, damn.
I think she might be a clone.
Shoot.
I think she's a clone, and she died a long time ago. And like,
now it's time for a reset.
yeah,
Hit the reset button. We're gonna get a whole new Britney bitch, and then
She making music?
We're back on
Is she
track.
dropping music?
I don't know. I'm not a Britney Spears fan.
yeah, me neither. I don't really listen to her.
I mean, I can ask my sister. I mean, I don't think
I
she
haven't
would
heard
be considered
anything.
a fan, but she probably still keeps up with this. Like,
I haven't heard
anything.
anything from her. I haven't heard any music from her.
I couldn't tell
that's
you.
a classic act, though. Like, there's acts that we forget about, but unfortunately, I always think about them after someone passes. Like, you know, what if this act passed? Like, if fucking Britney Spears passed tomorrow, the world would be in awe. Like, we lost the fucking pop icon.
Yeah, for
Hit
sure.
Me Baby One More Time be playing everywhere. Oops, I Did It Again. Lucky. Like, she be
Yeah.
having shit fucking banging. Like,
Yeah.
unfortunately, it's not the same always with groups. Like, I think one of the niggas from like 98 Degrees or LFO, one of them niggas died. Like,
died?
someone in one of those groups from like one of the boy band eras, but like, if Justin Timberlake or one of the niggas from
that'd
NSYNC
be
died,
sad.
you'd be like,
I'd be
oh
sad
shit.
if Justin
Or
Timberlake died.
of course,
That'd be
yeah.
bangers. Like,
Cry me a
what?
river, like,
Cry me a
suit and tie,
river.
like,
Yeah, what? Yeah.
Oh.
sexy back, my nigga. But nah, like, there's just like acts, like even hip hop, like, bruh, anyone from Outkast, fucking, imagine like anyone from fucking Dipset. Imagine anyone from
Well,
Would you be
Joel's
that
about
surprised?
to go to jail for a couple of years, so that's kind of like
Nah, it's not the same.
What's he going to jail for?
bought a gun through and tried bringing a gun through an airport and then ran.
Yeah, like a
Oh
dumbass.
yeah, I remember that.
Then ran once they found
It
me.
might have looked better if he just stopped and then like they may have been
Been
like,
like,
yo,
I
What?
fucked
like
up.
I
Players
fucked
fuck
up. Yeah, like honestly, I thought that it was at the house.
I'm
Even
not
if,
trying to run.
How do you do? Was it in one of his luggages?
Yeah,
Was it-
I don't know the
Yeah,
whole
bad.
details. I would imagine he was
but
just
he's
like,
on camera in an
you
airport.
know, you took
That's-
take
yeah.
your shoes, your belt, your socks off, and your gun. And he was like, "Oh shit, forgot. I need to leave my 4.5 at home."
He heard that Dave Chappelle joke and took it a little bit too literally.
Yeah. Don't bring guns through airports.
Why does crazy shit always happen to rappers when they're at airports?
It's because it's set up by the fucking Illuminati in the music industry to keep these niggas down in place. Because they gonna bail them out, make that music slave.
Going back to controversies, how do you feel about that? All that stuff that happened at Rolling Loud, all those rappers getting. Well, there's two, but I think that's a lot for
Man,
one festival.
fuck Kodak
Yo,
Black.
Yeah, fuck
Fuck
Kodak.
him, but I mean, that's,
Lil Wayne-
they were waiting for his ass.
Lil Wayne turned it
Yeah.
down. He's like, nah, I'm just
And
not
that
going
other
for
dude
full.
that was involved in a shootout, and then a
yeah.
little girl was a bystander.
Yeah, and an
fucked
old
up.
dude.
It's
Yeah,
fucked up.
how's the little girl there?
It was bystander, dude.
But like-
they were in public. They were shooting in public.
Yeah, I
they
know
weren't
that, but-
shooting.
But like, it was at Rolling
That
Loud.
shit's
Wasn't
not
it?
gonna
No, it was
fly in
outside
Florida.
of the hotel that they were staying
The
at.
Trump Hotel.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, the Trump Hotel.
You're right. I do remember reading that.
And that's just another reason why I say that we should all be investing in a vest as a form of a non-violent kind of protest.
It was probably like
'Cause-
85 degrees and humid. You ain't trying to
And
rock a
honestly,
vest out there. In that
my
weather.
personal opinion is it's not a protest against guns. It's a protest against gun laws. Like, we can obviously see motherfuckers that shouldn't have guns are getting guns. Let me carry mine too, undiscriminately.
Vest or gun?
But
gun, nigga, like California,
I feel it.
That's all I'm saying. Like, because like thinking about people keep shooting when they're like when there's no shots being returned. But if you can pull out a gun and start busting back, like, hey,
that's.
But unfortunately, stray bullets do fly. And R.I.P. to the man that was unfortunately struck and killed.
That's what scares them. That's the thing that they're using to not let that happen. Is that they're like, well, if everybody has guns, everybody's just going to be shooting each other. And everybody's going to be getting by stray bullets because nobody knows how to aim.
No, I feel like
you know what they should do instead of teaching all this like new age social justice shit. They should be teaching kids how to shoot guns and like survive in school.
They should not be teaching kids how to shoot guns in school.
They should definitely.
They used to.
Real bullets?
Yeah, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about? Like back, like old timey, like 1940s, 1950s shit.
No, 40? I don't think so.
Yo, you know what they need?
Maybe 1940s, like the 1700s.
No, what?
Trying to tell me my grandpa could have went to a school where they had shooting, period 3?
Yes.
Oh, actually, yeah, he's right. Yeah.
Range days?
Yeah, I think
range days?
You could, there was a time where you could bring your gun to school and there would be a gun rack.
I'm not sure about that.
Nah,
nigga, all right,
kids. Maybe in college.
We can Google. You guys can Google it. I'm not even tripping because I know I'm correct. Like there was a time.
Google it.
I'm not going to Google it now and take the time to find the exact same shit as we're doing a podcast live.
There might have been time, but it was not in the 40s.
Yeah, just Google it.
It was in like the 1830s.
Tim, move on.
Maybe
like,
the 1840s.
If you want, if we can bring it up for the next episode and we do a topic out of it, let's just stay on track. I am 100% positive. I'll bet you $20. Or you can, if I'm wrong, you can fucking Google. We'll bring it up for the next episode. There was a time in United States history where in certain counties and areas, people were like allowed to like bring their guns to school.
Children.
Yeah,
not people. You said
yes, children. Yes, to school. Like it was. Remember, kids aren't using high power guns. They're bringing like 22.
1940s.
I'm not saying the exact same date because again, like
I agree. You're probably right. In like
stop
the
focusing on the
18th
details
centuries.
because I want to keep this pushing because like I know that we got time limits and shit kind of that you want to stick on to, and what I'm saying is. At a time in history, Americans and children, you could bring your gun everywhere. That's why you had gun racks in cars. Like having a gun was a normal thing. It was a more conscious responsibility. We're not going to say that there wasn't there bad apples and niggas went crazy and shot shit up. But I feel like in a society where people don't have a gun and you have a gun illegally, like fuck it, I'm going to shoot shit up because no one's going to shoot back except for a cop. And if there's no cop in sight or an armed guard, shooting gallery.
I don't even think an armed guard would shoot back.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. Depends.
I don't think so. I see the armed guards where I work.
But yeah,
and I'm like,
exact specifics we'll get into later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I was just listening.
No, I agree with. So I'm saying I'm on your side, Tim. If I think that we should be teaching kids about firearms more. Like the Russians, they got little kids that are breaking down firearms and like all crazy and shit.
Yeah, it's a great idea. It would be a great idea. I think.
Is Russia still a communist country?
People don't trust their kids with guns though. People don't trust a lot of people with guns. I feel like that's why it'll never happen.
Yeah, you can't trust kids with guns.
No, you definitely can.
No.
Yeah. If you
kids.
If you teach them,
you can't pick a select group of kids to
well, you gotta watch them.
So if you select one,
you gotta watch
select them all.
You gotta watch them.
Nah.
Yeah, and actually, if you do select one, like, well, you're not using it right. You gotta sit over there until you're ready to use it. Well, actually, yeah, I'll be like, no, you tried shooting that other kid. You need to go to jail. We found one.
Put someone in timeout for pointing a gun in someone's face.
Well, exactly. Well, it's like, no, you're just going to jail. Send this one away. He's a bad apple.
I don't think anyone would do that because it's like if you're really training them properly,
your kids.
You would never like you wouldn't like treat. I don't know. I feel like you would still because we played guns as kids, even growing up, knowing guns are like dangerous. But it was like cops and robbers and shit. I don't think you would actually put a gun in someone's face because you'd.
I mean, you say that, but then we all know that kid that called his mom a motherfucker when he was like 6. Or like a dumb bitch. You know what I mean? Like, you think that kid knows the fucking... You trust that kid with the gun?
Well, that's the thing.
How about this?
An 8-year-old that's telling his mom, Susan, shut up, Susan!
No. How about this? You have to have your parents sign a note. Like, you want to go on a fucking field trip then.
I bet... no.
Yeah, and there's like, well...
usually those parents that let their kids tell them to shut the fuck up are fucking not... They shouldn't even have guns.
Well, then they're not going. They're going to be like, "Fuck no, you're not going on that field."
So then,
who
should have guns?
You gotta teach the kids.
Not kids. That's all I'm trying to say.
Everybody.
I
We're
don't know
not
who
saying-
should have guns, but not
I'm
children.
not saying-
not
damn,
children.
I don't want them to carry it.
I'm not saying every kid should be walking around strapped.
Yeah.
And if they're like
Yeah.
at school,
No kid should be wild. I don't think no kid should be.
yeah, I'm not saying you should be arming the children. I mean,
yeah.
Well, that's what it sounded like you were
They-
trying to get at.
no, I'm just saying that there was a time where that was allowed, and America was crazy. Like we didn't have crazy mass shootings and shit, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like nowadays, nah. But if you're at a school, it'd be crazy, hella locked up, and then like you have the ammo locked up somewhere else. Like, because again, you have to separate the two, and then
Do you-
have a little dedicated range.
I got a question.
Just
I actually wonder, do you actually think because of the emergence of video games and first-person shooters, that is
Yes.
what started this?
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
I mean, this was never before. People have
Yep.
had way more access to guns, but now we're
Plants the seed in the
No.
yeah,
child's mind.
now we're at where we're at, and
I
it
think
is,
so.
and there was video games was the major change.
That it's
and
not
as-
the main reason, but that amongst other reasons.
because
that-
there's always
yes.
been violent movies, and this wasn't like a thing.
But you can never control the violent movie.
no.
Yeah.
I think it's the internet.
And then it gets to a point where okay, you're done playing it. You don't want to play it anymore. You want to live it. That was what that shooter in the Batman movie theater was. He was tallying shit up. Like he was actually
He was
going
on
in there.
pharmaceutical medication.
Yeah, that's another thing.
But like to him, it was a game. Like he was like trying to get
Well,
points and
with
shit.
the pharmaceutical medication. We brought that up before. That like, do you think these people are on this shit? And some people actually don't need it, and it's kind of just not even if they do or do not need it. It just fucks them up even more sometimes. And then on top of they have violent games, and like you said, the internet is putting their mind in this hyperactive mode with like, oh, I just found out the perfect way to end my shit. And then they're like, I'm gonna go shoot some people and see how many people I get away with doing it to.
Or like the one guy from Santa Monica, I think, or he was the shooter. He was a little insult guy because girls weren't giving him to play and shit. Like,
Oh yeah,
some people just don't give a fuck, and they're just like, "Fucking, I'm gonna go out, most likely either kill myself or suicide by cop, and try to take as many people out as possible." And it's very unfortunate, but I think it's more so because of social media. Because some people do it for infamy, like they know if they have it recorded. Like the one guy who shot up the mosque had it live streamed and recorded, because once it's up there, someone is gonna screen record it. Someone's gonna put it on live leak, or it's gonna be on the dark web. Once the video is recorded and uploaded, it's there. Like
You know
it's infamy on the internet.
I don't like that. Other countries do this, and I think America do it. But like, I know in what was that mosque, New Zealand, right?
Yeah.
They don't show the shooter's face or mention his name. I feel like that's how it should be in America too.
Yeah.
Because like when that shit goes down, you get multiple pictures and you get full names, and you're interviewing friends. Like they need to give the person no attention. You can't. He gets the blurry face, and he goes by no name, like John Doe or John. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
respect that.
yeah.
I would respect that.
'Cause I feel like a lot of people too do it because they want they know
it doesn't
like,
matter
hey,
because
I'm gonna go out and the world's gonna see my face.
They're going to hear my story.
and the world's
you-
gonna know my name, and they're gonna read my manifesto of me saying.
But
yeah.
that's what I'm saying though. As long as it's out there, people are gonna connect the dots. Like,
Well, then if you could connect it on your own. But I feel like in a school, if there's a mass shooting, God forbid, there is a mass shooting tomorrow, that person's face and name will be everywhere. You don't even have to look for it. You can't. You'll go on Google and the homepage will be John Doe of Arvada, Colorado, 46. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So they shouldn't do any of that. They should just be like, man shoots up.
Oh yeah,
blah, blah.
I understand that they shouldn't
Or
do that.
female or male.
But what I'm saying is though, even if they made a rule to not do that, the world's not like that.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. So if you go looking for that on your own,
It'll come up.
then you could get it. That's fine. But I feel like
It's gonna become mainstream.
now you don't even have to look for that person's name. You see it. It's
Yeah.
everywhere.
I feel what
Yeah,
you
we
mean.
definitely should stop that. 'Cause
Yeah.
If you want to look it up on your own and figure out the dots, then go for it. But for the normal person, majority of the people in the world that aren't going to look it up, they won't know.
You're right. That'd be smart.
Yeah.
They should definitely do that. In
That
order
could
to,
probably
like,
help.
Yep.
But I think some of these people just don't give a fuck.
Yeah, because how long has this, I guess it's would you consider the Hollywood shootout a mass shooting? Or would
Yeah, but
or
they
would
tried to rob a bank.
that
That's
was a
different.
bank robbery.
And they're only killing cops.
I was going to say that too, yeah.
I'm trying to think of when it was earlier, but
And why did we say it like that was so much better? Like, they're only
was
killing
bad.
cops.
Yeah,
Like, yeah,
well,
it's still bad, but
they
like,
signed up for that job. That's
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
what it
No, I
is.
feel
Yeah.
you. I feel you. But
but that's what changed the shit. Like,
They're shooting through trees and shit with their...
Yeah, what if that was all a conspiracy in order to give police the authority to carry higher caliber weapons and have like SWAT vehicles?
I didn't even think about
like,
that.
think about it. If that's like the government's like, yo, we can sacrifice a few of our own in order to get them.
Floating around out there. I bet you that's been investigated.
Think about it, like MK mind control, or like maybe
that's why cops carry full-on assault rifles now because of that, right? In their cars.
Yeah, they all have shotguns and shit like that, higher caliber weapons. Did you know that they did more training in LA, like military training?
Mm-hmm.
When?
Probably like a month ago.
Like coming down off helicopters and shit.
Yeah, fucking helicopters flying.
See, it's a catch-22.
Yeah, I mean, of course, you want them to just to want that, but
I think they might actually be practicing. That's good.
That's
Like,
exactly
in
what I'm
today's
saying.
world, you might need to fucking practice how to save
that's
people
true.
from the 34th floor of a burning building.
that's true. I know that. But
Like, it's unfortunate, but it's
what about on the flip-a-flop?
what? Flip flop.
The flip-a-flop.
Like America's gonna blow up the 34th floor building and
mass riot.
That's happened before.
Martial law?
No, you're thinking of like something so common. Let me put this in your mind. What if the idea of China is, calling in their debt, and all the people that have a certain amount of money, like let's just say it's all the YouTube celebrities that got bank, all the real celebrities that we know, everyone's just like, well, we're millionaires, so we can actually play ball with the Chinese, and we're okay with the new government because they don't own us. We can buy out our debt of our social security number contract that we all have indebted to us, and then it's just like, oh shit, we all now have our number. And now we're in a system that's cashless because we don't have any real gold or anything of value. All we have are these cards in debt that we already have. And then all of a sudden, they're like, oh, shit. And now, if you're a cop, you can buy your debt out by being in a contract of being a soldier for the new oppressive government that overthrows.
So how are they practicing for this in downtown LA, though?
Because if you think about it, and this is just a wild conspiracy for all you guys that are listening. I'm coming up with this as I go, kind of in a little bit. But imagine this. If you're a cop and you sign a contract, but you really don't look at the fine print, it's like subject to authority of foreign government entities, of Clause X, and it's just a legalese shit that you wouldn't see. And it's like, yeah, and you get the word, hey, there's going to be a coup. It's going to be the new China government. We all know that we have debt in the trillions. China's calling their bluff, and we're about to do a flip regime. We know that there's a lot of people with high caliber weapons. There's not going to be people that are going to go silently, but this is what you're signed up for. If you don't, you will be shot on sight as a traitor to the new foreign government, as a policy officer of the new state, of the new America, or whatever they're going to call it. Like, those are the types of conspiracies or types of thoughts that people say when it's like a government takeover. Like, we don't have any. Like, have you seen the gold inside of Fort Knox and inside of our gold reserves?
I don't even know where Fort Knox is.
Yeah, so how do you know what gold your dollar supposedly was backed by? What's credit? What's your money worth?
Have
what
you
if
seen
overnight?
The gold inside Fort Knox?
No, that's what I'm saying. They need to.
Anyone seen the gold?
Bingo. That's the question you should ask.
They want the gold that's inside of it.
And what's your money?
Seen.
What debt do you have? What do you have gold, which is actually worth something?
Do you have enough gold? To
India's
buy freedom?
been buying up gold. Other countries have been buying up gold. China has a bunch of gold. People are asking us. We want our gold back from World War II.
We were holding fools' gold.
Yes, remember, because they didn't want the Germans to take their gold. We're overseas.
That's crazy. We're still hiding. It's still about gold. It's still about booty.
Yes. So what I'm saying
The
is,
booms.
what if there is no gold? It's all a myth. China has the
America
gold.
would be an impoverished country.
So then what do?
So a dollar would go to shit.
Well,
it'd be all bad.
So do you
We'd have to
become?
bounce. We'd have to get the fuck out.
How do you bounce?
Mexico's not far at all.
What if Mexico doesn't want you? They close their border.
I'm
Hey,
brown.
fuck you, America.
I'm brown. I think I'll be right. I'm brown.
Nah,
Let's
they're
stand a
like speak Spanish. ¿Qué pasa?
¿Cómo estás, wey?
Fuck you. So that's what I'm saying when it comes down to some real. And remember, this all started with the lights going out. So we really went to war, and it was just boom, lights out. What's happening? Your TV turns on. You get a quick message. The president's there.
Donald Trump.
Whatever with whatever Chinese dictator or North Korea, whatever it is, and it's like I am ready to reform you as in like your new our joint partnership, and it's like those of you that received invitation will know where to report to. Everyone else, you are to resume your duties as normal. Do not expect a paycheck. There will be a new gas card.
Donald Trump's like, this is a very nice
No,
deal
I was just
that I
saying
just wrote up
Full
for us.
disclosure, fuck Donald Trump. But before I'm about to say that, I feel like Donald Trump will let that shit slide.
Bro, what if it...
Fuck him to the fullest, but
he's rich.
I'd be like, at this point, I'd be like, all right,
but bro,
he's going to nuke these motherfuckers.
No.
I don't think he's let it get
No,
that
what if
far.
he has money? What if it's just like, it's better interest for him? It's like, he's a business partner. It's like, yo...
Nah, he loves racist white America. He does really love racist white America.
Again,
this
is just
to throw down for racist
it could be
white
the next
America.
president coming in. Because remember, Trump's not going to be president forever.
True.
So whatever president, and if you're a Trump fan out there, this is a hypothetical. We can even say if it was Obama. Fuck it. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, what I'm saying is, if that was ever the kind of situation where I think that would be the only type of takeover of debt, is like, they're going to call on their tab. Like, yo, America, call on that tab, nigga. We had an earthquake, fam. What's good? Yo, you ain't see we ain't eating over here? Or they're just going to be like, yo, we got nukes now. We going to need a little bit more taxation on that, you know? We raise the interest. They're going to be like the 50s of the world.
I'd try to go back to the berm. I'd try and live in the berm.
Fuck that.
If shit went bad in America,
Tim,
I could
what would you do? Right now, power out.
Oh, man, I'm going and grabbing my guns and going north. Yeah.
How? Do you have enough gas right now in your car to make it north?
Nope, I'll get gas.
How?
I got guns.
The tank is empty.
I got guns.
The electric pumps don't work.
No one's gonna be there. You don't know how to turn the pump on.
Good
And there's
thing
going to be other people that want to get gas, Tim.
I know how to siphon gas in.
Oh,
Oh, because you got a hose you just carry on your asshole,
you're the-
right?
No, you actually pull it. You actually just pull
So you're
it
going to be down to murder. Because you're going to be not the only one that's trying to siphon
Well,
gas. And no one's just going to let you siphon their gas, Tim.
Hey,
Yeah,
all I'm saying is I got 3/4 of a tank. I could go for at least 300 miles.
I'd be fucked right now. I got like a less than a quarter. I'm like almost on empty.
I'd be like, hey, I got the gas, you got the guns.
I could make it easier on us, and I could just like break into.
We
their
have to
house
siphon
and
the
take
gas
their
out of your tank and put it in my truck. Bro, we're not taking a bitch ass fucking Jetta. We're taking my truck. I would siphon this gas out of my dad's fucking like Mercedes and shit. I would siphon the gas out of my 240 that's just sitting in the garage. Hell yeah, I still got gas in it. Unfortunately, it's probably bad gas. I got it. Yeah, of course.
First things first, we gotta rob a generator.
I got two generators.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we should probably rob another one.
No, we got two.
Yeah, we might need another one.
You can only carry.
We should just get as much shit as we can. And I mean, just rob it. Everybody else is gonna be robbing it. Just take it from them.
I only have like 2 grams of weed.
Hey.
Well,
I'd be good. I got about maybe 6 months worth of food.
Yeah,
about
6 months worth of food.
Yeah, about 2 weeks worth of
What
fucking
form? What form?
freeze
Cup of
dried
noodles?
survival food. Like
MREs?
yeah,
6 months?
yeah. Expires in like 2030.
But like, you eat for 6 months.
I was in culinary
Yeah, as long
school.
as I have water, and we have a shitload of water. I got about
We made MREs.
I don't think you could fit that many in your car.
I got about I think 3,000 rounds of 223. About another 2,000 of 40.
That 3,000 first person is gonna kill your ass.
What? That's why I take out the 40 and be like, bop, 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 what's good?
No, but you take their ammo too.
Yeah.
You take all their shit. Actually, I mean,
What if they don't have ammo? What if it's just like?
Or what if like they made some special Chinese ammo that only fits?
That just
Chinese
reminded me of
guns?
something. This isn't deal with like the end, but
I
like
was thinking we're gonna
there's
have to
someone
fight
that's
people.
murdering people with a crossbow.
Where?
And I think like Pennsylvania or some shit, or North Carolina. I
Good
swear to
for
God.
him.
I gotta find the article on that. But no, Tim, that's such a silent death.
You're just getting hit with the arrow.
It's not even like a. It's like a.
Yeah, fucking
Right to the heart.
crossbows take too long to load back up though.
Oh, you haven't seen the auto crossbow?
Oh, there's auto crossbows. Oh, I'm officially scared now.
I saw a dude on YouTube make an auto crossbow, and it was semi-accurate.
I'm fucking scared now. I'm so startled.
Hold up, I think I have.
What's the gun that you could shoot? Shoots out of your wrist an arrow or like a harpoon, not a harpoon.
What the fuck?
It's like
This is an Assassin's Creed.
It's like one of those Walking Dead shits.
Walking Dead shit. He has a crossbow in Walking
Is
Dead.
that what it is? Where he shoots stuff like it's on his arm?
There's a crossbow on his arm?
Right.
Who has a crossbow on his arm?
Never mind.
I'd like to see one of those. That'd be dope. Especially if it had like a rope that came out of it. So then you could be like, alright. What is that?
Is this the fully auto?
Machine bow? What is this? Oh, what? Wait, what?
So we have right here the machine bow.
Yeah. Hold on.
Well, I don't see the auto part of it.
Oh, this isn't the auto one. I'd have to find that one later. But this is the one I thought was the most interesting and how you could probably kill people the fastest and most efficiently.
Yeah, that's a short range bow too.
Man, imagine like you.
I'd actually be really
Nah,
down for
You
that.
what?
finally get a hold on mass.
That's like that
shootings
can
and
still
then
be
mass-
about 100 pounds. It's a compound.
Really?
Yeah,
It could work like that.
yeah.
Oh, I thought that was short range as fuck.
That's like what they. That's basically what you would see in a video game.
So you
oh,
can kill animals with that too.
do bows just come out of it?
Yeah,
Like,
it's just like you load the arrows in.
Oh my god, I want one.
That shit is fucking sick,
That thing looks so fucking
and it keeps the
cool.
pressure to kill.
Oh, I want one.
That'd be sick. This guy's
Oh
dope.
my god.
So for those of you guys don't know, you guys
Skip
probably
forward a
know
little
he has
more.
2.1 million followers. He's
George
George
Brave.
Brave.
Shout out to you, my guy. I like you. Oh, it has a little ACOG on it.
Is he French?
Dog, I'd kill so many things with that. I could eat with
And it
that.
has like a cool little plunger on it.
Where's his accents? But I can't put my tongue on it.
Sounds German.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah.
Kuchen, jogging, jugging. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he shooting a bow every time he does that?
Yeah.
Or is he just dry firing? Because that can't be good, right?
No, you can't dry fire that. Some like if
It'll
you dry
explode
fire
on itself,
If you
right?
dry fire a bow, the limbs can explode.
So is there a bow every time? Yeah, he did hit something, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that thing is so fucking awesome. I want one.
So is he someone's murking people in Pennsylvania with that?
What is that? A diamond?
But well, I'm not sure if it's Pennsylvania, and the viewers, if you're out there, damn it, take that off. Get the conversation off.
Oh, that.
The viewers can correct me, but someone is out there killing people with crossbows. He's on 3 people already. At this point, it's a serial killer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel like someone has to go out there looking for him now.
Nah.
Like
Nah,
it's like a tag. It's like tag.
Oh shit! You know what it is? It's Arrow.
His name?
No, it's the show Arrow.
What?
The Netflix show?
You just got reality mixed up with the show?
I
Or is that what they're calling him? Arrow.
think no. That's what I'm saying. Like it's like the show Arrow.
But
Yeah,
he's killing
I've
bad
never
guys.
seen the show
Who's this
Arrow.
guy killing?
Hold up.
Is he killing just random people? That's not cool. Maybe if he killed people that deserved it. That's still pretty fucked up.
Let's see.
I want that bow and arrow. That shit was really dope. That seemed like a good bow. Like, it seemed like it makes it easy to shoot a bow.
Oh, it's Germany. I was really wrong.
Oh.
I was far as fuck.
3 people were shot to death with crossbows. Then police found wills. Possible suicide pact. Crossbow murders. Wait, so
they killed themselves. It was suicide.
No, it says 5 dead.
wait, hey, go
What the
back up.
fuck?
Go back up.
You take turns getting popped with a crossbow, my nigga, or did you pay someone to take you out?
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Would you pay someone to take you out? That's a formula.
Holy fuck!
What if you wanted to kill yourself but you couldn't do it? Do you think you could pay someone to take you out? Bullet to the back of the head when you least expect it?
No, I couldn't. I couldn't. I'd have to like.
No, not that.
What?
The mouse.
Oh, I would have to basically like. I would have to know it. I don't know. I have to like pay someone to do it, but it'd have to be like years in advance, on a date that I forget.
You're not gonna forget
Like
the date
a random
that you
date.
told someone to ice
Okay,
you,
yeah.
bro.
Nah, because it would be like a random date on a random year, and
You're
then
not gonna forget that date or that year.
bruh, yes, okay, yeah, I would.
Oh, hey, you tell someone, hey, kill me on this day. You mean, oh shit, I'm not gonna remember. the
Well,
4th of
me and
February.
Tim have a duel to the
Yeah,
death.
check this shit
I don't
out.
remember exactly when it is. All I know is each year it kind of gets closer and closer to it.
What date? What? I remember that from high school, huh?
Yeah, so we're creeping up on about 10 to about 12 years. Tim has never once practiced with a samurai sword.
Have you?
Yeah,
I already told him I'm just gonna shoot him. I'm gonna show him. Pop, pop, pop.
You don't even own your own firearm.
I do.
He's gonna show up in like he's actually there for a sword fight and a fucking what's it called, a gi. Fucking.
I'm gonna just pull up the shotty.
Yeah,
I'm just
I'm
pop.
gonna see it. That's some Kill Bill shit. It's just gonna be quiet.
Nah, I'm gonna have the vest underneath. And once I lay down on the ground, pretend like I'm dead, and he walks away.
You
I'm
gonna put a
gonna throw a
vest on your
ninja
head?
star in his back.
No, I'm gonna shoot your legs after just to make sure you're dead. And if you scream,
Why?
if you scream, I'm walking up and blowing your fucking dome out, dog. That fucking simple. You're not tricking me. I fucking double tap, homie.
So you a cheating ass little bitch.
No, I'm a win.
It's not a winning if you cheat.
It's winning if you live.
That's true.
Yes, it is winning if I live. It's cheating if you win.
I'd be a cheating ass motherfucker then. Yeah, this chick apparently shot these two people, then shot two other people at her apartment, and then she killed herself.
If he crazy, rest in peace. But that nigga in hell, he in hell.
He in hell?
Oh my god.
Who was he talking about in that clip?
I forgot.
Who?
I forgot.
Have you ever seen that clip where like the dude's like, "Yo, if I ride, my homie's gonna ride with me. If I gotta do some dirt, my homie's gonna do some dirt with me. If I'm gonna die, my homie's gonna die with me." And then like when he says it, like the guy sitting next to him, his eyes kind of like, "What?" Like, nigga, I didn't sign up to die.
I trusted you.
We're gonna work that one in one day.
So you like to read textbooks? Oh, that's my.
I forgot to say that every time we did the book of the month, I wanted to have that be said.
Yeah, that would actually be great.
So for those of you in the future, you'll know what it sounds like.
Everybody's heard it. Yeah,
So
no, save it.
we
Save
all
it,
have
save
our
it,
book
save
of the
it.
month.
No, save it.
read textbooks, huh?
That was a surprise. They could listen to it at any time.
Yeah.
I like that one.
I mean, if they're still listening to this and they're a trooper and they're a real blockhead, and if you do, note the time of what I said, and the quote that I'm saying is zippity doo dah, zippity day. End quote.
What? Is that how we're going out?
I just want that to be like in the comments. Like if they listen to it all the way this far, then I want them to just like comment that somewhere. Either in the Discord or on our comment section of a post on Instagram. Zippity doo dah. Zippity day.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah, sure.
You act like you can't do no weird shit from time to time. Just saying, damn.
I don't know. I don't
Hating I'm a gangster.
They could do that, I guess.
Well, shit, man. Did you have anything else that you wanted to discuss? I mean,
Oh shit! Is this coming out tomorrow?
was what? Yeah, it's gonna be coming out
This is the
tomorrow.
one for tomorrow.
It should be coming out on May 15th.
Word. May 15th is Wednesday, right? Wait, hold on. Let me check this. Hold on. Oops.
Because we do have our next podcast. It's going to be a predated podcast again. It's going to be released coming out on Saturday.
Yeah. Hold
And that's going to be with JT.
JT.
The voice.
The greatest voice.
Oh, the greatest voice. My apologies.
God damn it. Shit. What was that at? Fuck. Oh, wait. Anyway, I'm going to just try to go off of memory then. Oh, here it is. Yo, if you're in Pomona, catch me at the House of Pong in Claremont Thursday, May 16th. Yes. And later on that night, go down to Characters Bar in downtown Pomona and catch me there and a bunch of other great artists like Andrew Moncaya and Esmeralda Vera-Lobos. I fucked her last name up. Johnny Bars is going to be there. And there's some other cool names on here. Young Timmy Maldonado. Yeah, there's a lot of names on here. Let me see. Should I just go through each one of them? Fuck it.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna go
Take
through
your time.
I'm gonna go through each one of these names. Live performances by Johnny Bars, Jerome Stantman, Few Rocks, Mons Army, Journey into Zion, Briz, Lavina, Mosenrath, Black King, and Aldi's, and comedians Elsmeralda Villalobos, Andrew Moncayo, Timmy Maldonado, and of course me, Tim Red, and shout out to Angel Harda. She's going to be one of our next guests coming up soon. And DJs Le Swindo and DJ Splice 1, and vendors Sky, Shadowhand, T-shirt, C1, Blowed Ink. Oh shit, T-shirt's gonna be there for show. This is gonna be a good time. Yeah, it's a good time. The Mush at Characters. I don't know what is that? Oh.
Well, shit.
Yeah.
I think that was a pretty good podcast that we got done.
Talked about some things and some stuff. Some stuff and some things.
Yeah,
everything's hot on the block. Always getting your sources, or not all your sources of information, but a lot of sources of information here where
we don't want to be your news source. We just want to be your opinion source. We hope that you guys all research these topics that we discuss so that we can discuss about them further in the Discord channel, discuss about it in the comments. We just want to hear what you guys are thinking. And this is in an echo chamber. We don't want to hear you guys just agree with us. We want to hear honest and, well thought out opinions. So, from me to you, to the fellow blockheads out there, and also shout out again to the Sam Tripoli Tinfoil Hat Podcast guys. And I'm your host, Famous Amos.
And it's Tim Redhose. And
it's fucking Dom, I guess.
Yeah, stop eating ass, Tim.
All right.
Peace.
Peace, my niggas.
Yeah, you about to call them bitches, weren't you?
Nah, picture me rolling, tip of my chauffeur. Niggas look jealous, you gotta control it. Reaching my quota, mixing my soda. Feeling connected to God, trying to get closer. Stepping on roaches, me and my loasters. Just trying to get over, try not to get swallowed by locusts. Trying to stay focused, kinda like Moses. Like somebody chose us, it's weight on my shoulder. I feel these emotions, but still I keep going. I've been to a poet, I've been through the motions. I'm feeling heroic, but life is a dice game, and they dare you to blow it. You might get a stripe, man, but that ain't gonna pay for the strollers. It's never enough to console her. Tell her your daddy a soldier, she needs you right now in this moment. Now dead on your back pushing roses, so me I'm just carving a sculpture and fine-tuning my approaches. Doubling back as the owner, the moment of truth is opponents, call them promoters.
Picture me rolling with my friends, not a worry. Then we get stopped by the police. Gotta make it home to my baby.